our day 27 of Guru Poornima event, meditation sessions. So today I'm going to speak about Mata Rukmini. Mata Rukmini is the consort of Sri Krishna, and she is also the next incarnation of Mata Sita and an avatar of Narayani, Mata Lakshmi. So uh, the inspiration that I got to speak on her is all from the books of Dena Mariam. So if we look into the history, it's very less, almost nothing has been spoken about the great figures of our ancient India, of Mata Sita and Mata Rukmani. And most of the stress was always on Lord Rama or the Sri Krishna. So from the great epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata, we get to know a lot about who was Lord Rama, but little is known about their equal counterparts, equal better halves, their consort, their wives, um, who was Mata Sita uh, when uh, Lord Vishnu was taken avatar in the form of Lord Rama, and then Mata Rukmini was the consort of Sri Krishna. So, first of all, a big, great thank you to Dena Mariam, who has given such great, deep insights through her books. It all happened in her deep meditations, that her memories of her past life in those eras got awakened, and then she had a great calling to bring voice to these characters, these great figures of Mata Lakshmi, Mata Sita, and Mata Rukmani, to bring it to light and show the great work that these two women have done in for the upliftment of humanity and society. So as I mentioned that she's the incarnation of Narayani, then Dena Mariam has beautifully mentioned that the calling that she was getting to write about them is not from the female figures, but actually it was coming from the male counterparts, Lord Rama and Sri Krishna, and she has beautifully described this in her book, that she, in her silent meditation, Lord Krishna, he silently whispered into her ears that those who know me, they don't know me actually until they know her. So this was the wish of the male counterparts, that they wanted the work of um, Mata Rukmani and Mata Sita should be revealed to the outer world through her, through Dena Mariam's books. So the name of the book is, you might have heard already, Rukmini and the Turning of Time. So this is a can you see this clearly? So I can also type the name in the chat later. So from this book, Dena Mariam's style of writing is very beautiful. When you start reading her books, it is like she's telling the stories like a grandma. So you feel like you are listening through some stories told by your nani or dadi. So it's very beautiful when you start reading. It's a thick book. It contains like 500 or some good pages, but once you start reading, you can't put down the book without reading a good massive chunk of it. So this story revolves around a character, Malini, named Malini. So through her, she has reflected how Mata Rukmani has worked for the society, and not just through her, but there are many stories of so many women being described in this book, and if by each and every story that we read in the book, we get to know how just and the presence and um, the actions that Mata Rukmani took to uplift these souls was so tremendous, so great. So the purpose of both the incarnations of Mata Sita and Mata Rukmani was to spread the unconditional love in the world and uplift humanity and help people those are in need. So how they uplifted, how they help the people is to work around their karmas, their karmic cycles of life and birth, and show them the way of liberations through the path of love, and resolving their so much karmic cycles, the relationships in the past, so that the souls can be liberated from the cycle of death and birth, and they are awakened to their true purpose. So this is a story of Malini. She is born into a family of dancers and performers. So Mata Rukmani was before her marriage. She was born in and lived in a city called Vidarbha. So when she got married to Sri Krishna, she moved to Dwarka, and there, because she had so much love towards artists, performers, and art, so she brought all the artists from Vidarbha to Dwarka. So Malini was born in Dwarka, and her mother was a great dancer in that time, and she was the role model for Malini. And through her mother used to tell a lot of stories about Mata Rukmani, because in her childhood she had two encounters when Mata Rukmani herself was a child, little child. So she said that once upon a time there was a performance going on in the village, and Mata Rukmani, though she was a princess, but she loved freedom. She wanted to explore the outer world, but she did not like being confined to the palace walls. So she always found a way to escape the guards, and always found a way to unlock the doors, and would come into the normal streets of the city. And she wanted to see a performance going on, so she came in just the normal attire, and she was sitting there. And Malini's mother, no, her name was Darshana. So Darshana got sight of her, and even though she was wearing normal attire, but still the beauty on her face, the glow on her face was so immense that she could figure out that she's not a normal, ordinary being, or a human, just like others. So she sensed that she is the princess. So and she also saw that there are some palace guards coming in search of Mata Rukmani. So, in order to save her from those guards, she caught her by the arm and said that I'll save you. The guards are coming to search of you. So let's go to a hidden path where you can securely and safely go to your palace. So she pulls her and she shows her the hidden path, and that's how Mata Rukmani looked at her, and she was very happy that, okay, she asked her name. So during, uh, the Malini's mother, when the kids were growing up, she was telling these stories from her childhood of how she met Mata Rukmani. And the other instance that she shared was, again, after few months, Mata Rukmani came to, into the streets of city, and she was just standing near a stall buying just normal ordinary earrings. So she saw again Malini's mother Darshana, that she's engrossed into the earrings, and she's standing there without um, sensing that again palace guards are coming in search for her. So then she pulls her behind the stall and says that they are coming for you. So how do you want to now go today? So she said it's better that I just disappears. And actually she mentions that in that when she said in that moment she suddenly disappeared, and I could find her nowhere. So this is when she was not very young, just like a young lady woman. And so she was telling all these stories to Malini, but her mind was always questionable. She never used to believe that these stories are true about Rukmini, and she possessed so many powers. So this, in the course of time, it happens that Malini loses her mother, and not that she dies, but because of certain circumstances, she had to leave the her family, her kids. And then later on, when Malini grows up, she falls into love with a man, but she marries her secretly. She could not reveal it, and then certain section of people finds it and they kill. So basically, it's shown that. They kill her husband. It's shown that she goes through a lot of suffering, and then finally she is rescued by Mata Rukmani. So Mata Rukmani had set up this kind of women quarters, and which are specially designed for the women who were in need and who were, discarded or by the society, or not treated well by the society. So she used to give them shelter and not just physically heal them, but mentally, spiritually, in all the levels, she would provide the healing. So women could come and stay there for as long as they wanted, or after certain period, if they feel they could, they were allowed to leave the quarters. So this is just about the story of Malini, and this book not just ends in for like one birth of Malini. It covers the three birth that she took, and but the story actually doesn't revolve around her. But the story is towards Mata Rukmani, and completely reflects in all the births how Mata Rukmani, even when she left the planet Earth, even after that, and when Malini takes another incarnations, how she remained so connected with her. So to tell little about Mata Rukmani's childhood, this book actually doesn't just cover about the Malini. It has so many little beautiful stories that once you start reading, you get so many deep insights, not just about one character, but so many characters like Arjuna, Abhimanyu, the boy who was killed in Mahabharata's battle. So I would touch upon few of the stories today. So first, let's discuss about the childhood of Mata Rukmani and the meetings from her childhood, how she used to meet Krishna. So when Mata was 7 years old, she, as I mentioned, she never liked to stay inside the walls of palace, so she wanted to explore the outside world. So just behind the palace, there was a forest. So she just escaped from the palace and went into that deep forest, and she was around just 7 years old at that time. So when she went into the forest, she was feeling very happy because, it was coming from her past life. Mata Sita was also very fond of animals and nature and plants and rivers, everything. So she felt very happy when she went into the forest. And then she naturally started talking to animals, but animals were all ignoring her. And then she went ahead, she found a beautiful stream of river, and sat there, started talking to the river, that where you are from and all. But river was not responding. She felt very sad that why no one was responding to me. So as she was just introspecting, she heard a great voice from her back, and it was a voice of Krishna. So she looks back and she asks, "Who are you?" So Krishna replies very sweetly that I am your Krishna. So she says, "My Krishna." So Krishna says, "Yes, you don't remember me." So she says, "No, I don't remember." So Krishna says, "Okay, slowly, gradually, your memories will waken up, and then you will remember everything." So this kept on happening. They had these kind of meetings, in the forest every after few months or so. So she grew up into a like a teenager or something. So around when she was 13 years old, she went into a forest, and that time she used to have, whenever she would call Krishna, he would just appear. So she used to think that maybe he lives in this forest only. And so she asked, "Where do you live? Is this your hideout? Is this your place where you live?" So she says, so Krishna replies, "No, this is not my place where I live. I live in I was raised in Vrindavan, and then I live in Dwarka. So she asked how far is it? So he says that it's quite far. So she questions, then how do you always come when I call you? So Krishna smiles and says that you will come to know all my ways in one day. So don't worry about it. One day you will understand everything. So then these things kept on happening. They were meeting in the forest, and then one day Krishna asked that you need to remember who you are, and your memory should get awakened. So she asked that how it will happen. So she goes back. She becomes very restless that um, why I'm not remembering anything. Who am I? What is the purpose of my life and all? So she goes back to her palace and asks her father that um, start questioning her father that why I'm born, who am I. So his father doesn't feel appropriate to answer. He says that you shouldn't be questioning all these things, and he just dismisses whatever question she asks. So in this lifetime, the Rukmani's father and the brother were quite strict. They didn't like that she keeps escaping the palace and all. So she didn't like when her father didn't answer. So she became very determined that I will find the answers myself. So she asked her father that can you take me to some sages? Probably they will be able to help me. And he again dismisses that no, this is no sages are there in this time. So you shouldn't be asking. You shouldn't be questioning all such things. So then she becomes very determined that okay, I will find the answers myself. So in the next meeting with Krishna, she asked that Krishna offers that okay, I can help you if you want. So she says no, I don't need your help. I need to find out these answers myself. So she so she sits there in the forest, and she goes into very deep meditation during that time. And during her meditation, she goes into a very deep state, and her memories start to come on the surface, and she sees herself as Mata Sita, her previous incarnation, and Sri Krishna's form as Lord Rama. So all those beautiful memories of her childhood from Mata Sita's childhood came. How she used to meet sages, women and male sages, all, and it brought a lot of joy to her. Understanding her past, and then she saw how she met Lord Rama, and everything appeared. Everything was revealed to her. So in her deep, she was sitting very into very deep meditation, and then when she saw um, her consort as Lord Rama, she felt a great longing to meet him. She wanted to see him into that form. So then suddenly she hears a voice, and when she opens her eyes, she sees the form of Lord Rama, and then that Lord Rama's form changes into Krishna's form, and then uh, so she was like kind of baffled, like what's going on, Rama, then Krishna. And then Krishna says that you are attached to the forms, you need to break this attachment. And then when Krishna says these words, that Krishna form also disappears, and then she understands that reality is beyond the physical forms. So all this happened, and then it was very late in the night, but she was still in the forest meditating. And then her brother was very worried. He came with the palace guards to find her, and then when they saw Mata Rukmani there, they became very angry and took her to the palace, and they locked her into the room, that she's not allowed anymore to go anywhere outside. So but then again she utilized that time so beautifully. Inside the room, she used to sit and meditate for very long hours, and this is the way she used to meet Krishna in her meditations. So in meditations, they would interact and meet. So the one time she asked Krishna that, "Will you marry me?" So Krishna laughs and says, "Everything will happen in, at right time." So then, uh, when these memories got revealed to her, she also came to know that during her this lifetime, Rukmani's lifetime, she was, her father and brother had promised to marry her to a boy named Shishupal. So Shishupal, when she was in meditation, it was revealed to her that Shishupal is the same person who kidnapped her in the previous lifetime. And because this has created a lot of karmic, cycle. It has incurred a lot of karmas. So to break that karmic cycle, uh, in this lifetime, Krishna is going to steal, because she is the promised wife of Shishupal. So Krishna is going in this lifetime. Krishna is going to steal the wife of Shishupal, and then Shishupal has to go through that same suffering and humiliation, and then Krishna will defeat him, his false pride and ego. So this is how, beautifully, like we think that this was Ravan and all, but how in universe all things are so beautifully interconnected, and how these Mata Rukmani, and they have played so significant role in, breaking these karmic cycles, so that souls can awaken into their and evolve further into their soul journey. And then there is another significant story that I would like to touch here: meeting of Mata Rukmani with Radha. So we always feel that, even I used to feel that, so much importance being given to Radha, and Rukmani being the wife was, didn't get that same kind of attention and importance. So in this, by after reading this book, so many myths get, dissolved, that what we think from our limited mind is so unreal, and the reality is beyond, so much beyond our limited thinking. So uh, meeting how Mata Rukmani met Radha is that, though she used to meet Lord Krishna lot many times, and after meeting after so many years also, she didn't exactly know about the, childhood of Krishna. So she had a great longing to know, and she had heard a lot about his divine place, joyful divine place, but she wanted to experience that thing. She wanted to know herself. So in one of her meditations, she had this intention. So what happened that, she was sitting in meditation again, and this happened that she enters into another forest, very beautiful forest. And as she was fond of forest, and her love for forest grew, she wanted to explore that new forest again, so she kept on going into that, deep into that forest. And somewhere in the forest ended, and there was an big opening, where just the plain land, where, she sees that Krishna is standing with a woman talking to her. And as soon as she sees Krishna, Krishna nods at Mata Rukmani to, like, uh, she's kind of, gives a gesture that she's Radha, and immediately she recognizes that she's Radha. And then Radha, when she sees her, immediately she runs to her to touch her feet. And she Mata Rukmani says that you are elder to Radha was elder to Rukmani and Sri Krishna also. So she says, you are elder to me, you shouldn't touch my feet. But but Radha didn't listen. She lay her hands on the feet, and as she had put her hands on the feet, she so many, her memories gets transmitted to Mata Rukmani of childhood, of Krishna's childhood. So he experiences that joy of divine play, and how the gopis and Radha and Krishna used to play together, and she feels so much joy after experiencing that. So she becomes very happy and thanks Radha that she transmitted those memories to her. And then another meeting with Radha happened that after Mata Rukmani got married to Sri Krishna, so one time she felt, a great pain into her heart. She felt that it's the pain coming from Radha. Radha was longing to see Krishna, and she was crying inconsolably there. There was intense longing that she wanted to see Krishna. So when Mata Rukmani, felt that pain, she felt that she became one with Radha. All the pain that Radha was experiencing became Mata Rukmani's pain. So her eyes, Radha's eyes became her eyes, and the tears of Radha became her. So every experience, every emotion that Radha was going on, she was feeling herself in intensified form. So she kept on crying. She couldn't eat. She couldn't sleep. She was very miserable. So she goes to Krishna and says that why don't you relieve her of this suffering? See, I am crying. I can't bear this pain. So um, Krishna just says that if I can do this, you can also do the same. You go and relieve her of this pain. So Mata Rukmani sits in meditation, and then she goes in through her meditation only. She goes to the village where Radha lives, and she finds that Radha is sitting outside her house and crying. And so much deeply crying and deep pain that she feels that she has some kind of physical suffering, so much pain she is carrying. So when Radha sees Mata Rukmani there, Mata Rukmani says, "Why you are so much in pain? You have caused me so much suffering that I have to come here. I can't see you in pain. I am suffering whatever you are suffering." So Radha feels apologetic. She says, "Mata, that I have because of me you are suffering." So so then she says that, "What do I do? I want to meet him so much. I can't help myself." So Mata says that, okay, um, uh, why do you feel that he's away from you? He has never gone away from you. He in every moment he's here with you. He has never left you. So then she says, "But I cannot feel that. How do I feel that?" So then Mata says, "Let's go for a walk." So she just Mata Rukmani holds Radha with a hand, and they just go on a walk in the night. And then as they are sitting, they are not even talking, just silently sitting. And just in those silence moment, just being in the presence of Mata Rukmani, Radha gets that transmission that her eyes, Radha's eyes gets filled with Krishna. She sees Krishna everywhere, in every particle of the universe. She was able to feel Krishna, see Krishna. So she became so happy. She thanked her Mata Rukmani that. And Mata Rukmini said that last time when we met, you transmitted the memories of Krishna's childhood and yours. And this time I have transmitted that this understanding that Krishna is in entire universe, in every particle of the universe. So from that moment on, Radha never felt that she's apart from Krishna. So these are so beautiful, wonderful stories that I really wanted, because when you read, it brings so much immense joy and instant connection to these devis, these energies of Mata Rukmani and Radha, and how beautiful everything is, so unified, so connected. And there are so many other stories also of Arjuna. Like Arjuna, we always think of Arjuna as a warrior. And then somebody said, "Master, which book?" I will tell you the name. I'll type the name in the chat. So Arjuna, as we all see him as a warrior, but after I read this book, I found that the exile period for in which the Pandavas for 14 years when they went, everything had a deep purpose. We feel that this thing happened, it wasn't justified and all, but Mata Rukmani and Krishna, they had planned this so that in those 14 years they had planned, they had trained Arjuna to undergo intense sadhana, intense tapasya, and Lord Krishna specifically told Arjuna to meditate on Mahadev, Lord Shiva, and he was preparing by meditating on Lord Shiva. He Krishna was preparing Arjuna to attain such mental powers, because he had to receive that great supreme knowledge that he gave through Bhagavad Gita on the battleground of Mahabharat. So those 14 years were actually the preparation time of Arjuna to receive that knowledge, so that he attains that kind of mental power. And when that knowledge is given to him, he gets that eligibility, he gets that capability of attaining that supreme knowledge. So everything, when we see something happening, we through limited mind, it's so difficult to understand why this happened. But when we read such books, we get so much deeper insights about the bigger picture reality. Similarly, about Abhimanyu also, the son of Arjuna and Subhadra, when he was just 16 years old and he was killed in the battleground. So that also had a very great story, that he came from Lok, and it was destined that he would only spend 16 years on earth, and after that he would come back. He was the son of Chandra, so they did not want him to send for more than 16 years. And 16 years time on Chandra, on that planet, on lunar planet, was just 16 days. So everything, when you read, time is not there, it's limited, I can't touch upon everything, but when you read this book, I'll send the name, you will also enjoy reading this, not just and you will feel that love connection. The name is Rukmini. So, why I chose this topic today was that because even on our platform, a PSSM platform, we have discussed that untold story of Sita Mata a lot many times, but this book was not touched upon, and just so that Mata Rukmani character figure also comes out into light, and this is equally as beautiful as the Mata Sita's character. Same love, and same healing. So many women were got uplifted even after the battle of Mahabharat. We just finish, okay, battle happened, day one, and they lost, but after battle so many uh, people were killed, and Mata Rukmani took care of each and every person who was wounded, killed, and their families, those were affected. So Mata Rukmani had created so many camps, and not just for the Pandava side, but for the enemy side also. Whosoever was, lying there in the ground, she took care of everyone. So many people, millions of people were there, and she took care of each and every person. So when you read this, you will deeply get connected to Mata Rukmani's energy as well. So highly recommended. Please read this book also. And we'll start our meditation now. Connect to our Mata Rukmani and Lord Krishna's energies. Masters, please sit comfortably. Take meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and gently close your eyes. No thoughts in the mind, just breath, normal breathing. Keep witnessing your outgoing and incoming breath. No thoughts whatsoever. Let's get connected to Krishna and Mata Rukmani's energies. Do not get distracted by your thoughts. Be mindful and watchful of your breath, task in hand. It's just to be with your breath, that soft, beautiful, and divine breath. Just be with your breath. No thoughts whatsoever, my dear masters. Keep meditating. Be total with your meditation practice. Be with your breath. Keep raising the group consciousness. Just last few minutes. Do not let your mind wander away with the thoughts. Be connected to your breath. Be watchful and be alert. Let's pray for the well-being of the entire universe. And let's pray that the unconditional love of Mata Rukmini and Mata Sita spread through the heart of our entire humanity. Into the entire universe. It is the love that upholds all the created worlds. Let's spread this love into the entire universe. And with lots of gratitude and being thankful to all our gurus, higher divine masters, angels and archangels who are constantly keeping a watch over us and guiding us in our journey. Let's be thankful and grateful to them. Once you feel ready, masters, slowly and gently bring your awareness back to your physical self. And once you feel ready, please keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You can now remove your hands and open your eyes. Hopefully, masters, you enjoyed today's meditation. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to speak. Unmute yourself, or you can type in the chat.
Yes, Saiji.
Thank you, Master. Actually, the meditation is so beautiful, so soothing. And I connected actually, and I wanted to say one thing is there is a magic number of this 14, either it is 14 or 41. The 41 days normally we do the as a mandala, and these 14 years. And I experienced that after 14 years of sadhana, actually, that leads you into another level. So when you were saying about that 14, immediately I got remembered, I thought to share with you, masters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master, for your sharing. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it is a great book. I strongly recommend everyone please read it, and you will immediately feel the connection. When I read Untold Story of Sita, I got connected to her energies. And similarly, when I read this book, my connection got deeper to know about two of her wonderful incarnations and the wonderful work they did, the love they spread into the entire universe. It was so beautiful to experience, and everything that is written into this book. So please go through it. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's meditation. If nobody has anything to ask or share, probably we can close the session. Master Sri Lakshmi, over to you.
Sita. First of all, thanks a lot for bringing Rukmini Mata's wisdom. Such a profound wisdom. Very great to know about her, what you call her, how she protected women and the selfless service she offered. So Patriji always emphasized race in feminine consciousness, and this is the era where everyone should connect with their feminine consciousness, because only with the feminine energy activation within not only women, in men also. So we
Yeah.
become so compassionate, and this whole world will become Shakahara Jagat only with the rays of feminine consciousness with each and every one of us, my dear friends. So feminine energy is nothing but the love, the nurturing, that selfless service. So when we raise these qualities, these divine qualities within all of us, then within 10 years, as Patriji said, the whole world will start to become vegetarians and connect to this meditation path. So every individual contribution is very, very important. So once again, thanks a lot, Ekta, for
Thank
choosing
you.
this great master. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. Beautiful sharing. Thank you.
Okay, friends, if no one has any questions, so let's end today's call. Let's all connect in tomorrow's session by